Welcome to the Board Review with news about your county government. I'm your host, Tricia Pichette. Today you'll learn about County Commission actions from the January 5th board meeting. It was the first meeting of the new year for the Polk County Board of County Commissioners, and the board promptly got down to business on Tuesday. In order to make sure that the county stays compliant with all HIPAA privacy requirements, the board approved an agreement with a Broward County law firm to conduct a review. The firm, Panza, Moorer, and Maynard, will be paid about $146,000 to conduct a review of the county's programs as it relates to HIPAA compliance. Following mediation, the county will pay about $262,000 in a settlement agreement with Jeffrey A. Purdy and Sandy Purdy for two properties related to an eminent domain lawsuit, which was filed to acquire needed rights-of-way for the West Pipkin Road widening project. The board approved the settlement Tuesday. Another settlement related to the West Pipkin Road widening project was approved Tuesday. In this instance, the county will pay about $195,000 to Kodabhai Patel and Kashiban Patel, which stemmed from a mediated settlement agreement. The board adopted a resolution that set speed limits on Blue Tide Lane, Brookshire Drive, Diamond Creek Lane, Pearly Ridge Lane, and River Shore Avenue, with the Breakwater Cove subdivision near Lakeland. An interlocal agreement with the City of Winter Haven to provide tourism development tax funding for the engineering design and permitting of the Chain of Lakes Park Phase 2 improvements was approved Tuesday. This project will eventually allow Polk County's Tourism and Sports Marketing Division to host and promote large baseball tournament events in the county. Amendment number 4 for the consultant services agreement with Patel, Green and Associates for the West Pipkin Road widening project was approved Tuesday. The amendment, which is a $220,000 one-time expense, allows for the design and replacement for 3 box culverts identified by the consultants and the design of a water line relocated from the intersection of Dorman Avenue to State Road 37. A consultant's agreement with AIM Engineering and Surveying, Inc. to provide engineering services for the Bailey Road Sidewalk project was approved Tuesday. The agreement is for the engineering services for the project and will cost about $196,000. The sidewalk will be built to accommodate the expected student pedestrian traffic from a new elementary school that is currently under construction. The board accepted several specialty warranty deeds from Orlando Health, Inc. and SANLAN RV and Golf Resort, Inc. in conjunction with the Fort Fraser Trail extension. Pablo Sologastola was appointed to the Polk County Lakes Access Advisory Committee for a 3-year term that ends in November 2023. Cindy Giantomasso and Russell Moulton II were reappointed to serve on the Northeast Polk County Roadway Advisory Committee for 3-year terms that end in December 2023. The board also held several public hearings on a variety of items. Those items up for consideration included: the board approved a waiver Tuesday that allows access to a residential lot through an easement with more than 4 lots near Winter Haven. A small-scale comprehensive plan amendment and associated ordinance to change the future land use designation from residential low to neighborhood activity center in the transit supportive development area was approved by the board Tuesday. The board approved a small-scale comprehensive plan amendment to change the future land use designation on about 3 acres from residential suburban to commercial enclave in the suburban development area. A small-scale comprehensive plan amendment and associated ordinance to change the future land use designation on about 6 acres from Community Activity Center X to Residential Medium X in the Transit Supportive Development Area and Ronald Reagan Parkway Selected Area Plan was approved by the board. A large-scale comprehensive plan amendment and associated ordinance to change the future use designation on about 24 acres from Residential Low X and Neighborhood Activity Center X to Leisure Recreation X in the Utility Enclave area in the Southeast Polk Selected Area Plan Village Center Core was approved Tuesday. This change would allow for an RV park along US 27 near Frostproof. A large-scale comprehensive plan amendment and associated ordinance to change the future land use designation on about 191 acres from Poinciana Pre-DRY Number 1 to Agricultural Residential Rural in the rural development area was approved by the board. The owner of the property is seeking to develop part of the land into a residential housing area that would allow about one home per 5 acres. The board held the first hearing but took no action on a proposed ordinance that would amend the Land Development Code to allow car wash full service as a conditional use in Neighborhood Activities Center land use districts for the US 27 Selected Area Plan. A county-initiated request, which also had a first hearing Tuesday, would amend part of the Land Development Code to remove food trucks as a temporary use and provide regulations for mobile food dispensing vehicles. This amendment, if later approved at a second hearing, would provide definitions for mobile food dispensing vehicles and food stands. Well, that wraps up this edition of the Board Review. To keep current with programs and progress in the county, visit us online at polk-county.net or follow us on Facebook and Twitter. We encourage you to watch the next scheduled board meeting at 9 a.m. Tuesday, January 19th, 2021. I'm Tricia Pichette. Thanks for watching.